Hope you're all keeping well. See, the subscribers are just notching up a little bit. We're just short of 800. Now we are here today because we're going to fit the LED H15 bulbs. Before we go any further, just want to remind you guys about the OBDELEVEN giveaway. Get me to 1,000 subscribers by Halloween 2022. Today we are just coming up to the end of July, and like I say, the subscribers are coming up a bit, but you get me to 1,000 subscribers by Halloween this year, 31st of July. I'll be giving away that OBDELEVEN to any of my subscribers globally, but only if I hit 1,000 subscribers by the 31st of July. If it happens on the 1st of November, it's not happening. I'm not giving away. It has to be the 31st of July. Right, so obviously I did a video a little while ago about LEDs, H15s, and today we're going to fit them. So we'll nip around the front of the car now so you can see what the standard bulbs look like. We'll get these fitted and then you can see what the LEDs look like. So let's just turn the ignition on so the DRLs are on. And we'll shoot around the front of the car. So there we go. Obviously they're very yellow. I've got my white halos, I've got the white LEDs around the lights, yellow both sides. So we're going to change those and we'll see how they look afterwards. Obviously I know how they look because I've had these fitted before, but I said I'd do a video on it, so we'll do a video. So let's pop the bonnet first up, ignition off, around the front of the car. It's a nice all black engine bay, still looking good. Still haven't sorted out all this wiring. So it's this bulb here, so it's this cover. I'll zoom you out a little bit so we've got a bit more space. I'm going to try and do all this one-handed. Obviously this side got a reasonable amount of space. You can get in there and you can get on the bulb and give it a twist. I tend to find that if you put a finger at the top and a finger at the bottom, give it a little twist round and out it comes. Make a note of which way it comes out. It should be on an angle like that, so when you do it up, it twists upwards. Put this one in first, so we'll get that there, and then I tend to find, so you put it in on a slight angle that it came out on, come around the front and line it up. One-handed it can be a bit of a, so that's twisted there on an angle, so we need to get in and twist it round so that it is standing straight. That's still not clicked in. It's not, if you look, it's not quite straight. What's the word I'm looking for? Vertical. It's not quite vertical, which is where a screwdriver comes in handy. You can just push it in. Let me just have a look at that. Right, that's sitting up. I'm just going to get a second hand on it just to make sure that it is correctly. Let me just pop you there a second. Switch hands. Yeah, I think that one's in. Obviously, don't forget to put your cover back on the back. Otherwise you'll get condensation in there. And then we'll move over and do the other side. Now this side, you've got a little less space. Just take that cover off. And again, one finger at the top, one at the bottom, if I can. And switch hands. I'll put a thumb at the top and a finger at the bottom. Give it a little twist. Oh, this one's not playing ball today. I need to try and get 2 hands in there. Pop you there. That's better. So yeah, when it's sat in, I find if you put one finger at the top on one side, one finger at the bottom on the other side, you get a bit more leverage and you can flick it across. And put this one back in. I tend to find that with the one this side, it's easier to do it with your left hand because you've got a little bit more space. So once again, come around the front, line it up. I don't know why my LEDs are flashing down there. Alright, that's popped into place. And then I'm going to need 2 hands to... Oh, am I going to need 2 hands or is it going to go on its own? Oh, I can't. Now I'm going to need a second hand to get on that. Like I said, this with the screwdriver, it's easier, but I haven't got a screwdriver with me. And these have been in and out several times. So it's loosening up. Have a look. Yeah, that's sitting square. Cover back on the back. Cover back on the back. Yeah, that's on. Remember to take your light bulbs off your scuttle panel, otherwise you'll end up smashing them. So that's sat, I don't know if you can see which light's best, that's sat up square. Just pop the bonnet down. And we'll go round. Let's just pop the ignition on. So you can see the difference in the colour. So that's then fitted. There's a little bit of flickering. That's just the canvas doing its thing. Let's turn this music off. So yeah, a lot better, whiter. They're a lot brighter at night time on full beam. Light the road up load better. Let's just come back round into the car. And as you can see from the dash, I've got no dash warning light. Some people, if you've got auto lights, you might get an error on the dash on first start up of the ignition. To get around that, turn your lights to off, start the engine, wait about 3 seconds, and then you can flick it over to auto. And you should avoid the light on the dash. If we sit here, obviously it's daylight. If I put my lights on full beam, you see they're lighting up. That's how much extra light they throw out. During the day you couldn't do that with, you wouldn't see it lighting up the trees. They're easy. They're easy enough to do. Once you've got the knack of how they go in and how they fit, you can fit them in. First time you put them in, you might need a screwdriver to get in the back just to give it a bit of extra leverage to turn it round. But obviously these bulbs, yeah, you're not going to get an error on the dash, but they're not very bright and they're yellow. I like the nice white lights. As explained in the previous video, LEDs in your DRLs and full beam are not an MOT failure. Light on the dash will be an MOT failure if you happen to get that warning. But having LEDs as main beam DRLs is not an MOT fail. They only test your H7 bulbs at MOT. This is in the UK. I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but in the UK they only test H7 side light bulbs, not side light, low beam bulbs at MOT. I'll put a link in the description to those light bulbs that I'm using. They're just off AliExpress, 25 quid, which to be honest isn't far off the price of a decent proper set of H15 Osram bulbs anyway. Any questions, ask away. And like I say, don't forget OBDELEVEN giveaway at 1,000 subscribers if I'm there by the 31st of October. I think today's the 20, let me just have a look. Today's the 28th of July. August, September, 3 months, 205 subscribers, all I need. So yeah, hit subscribe, hit like, any questions, ask away. I'll see you in the next one.